Hello everyone and welcome on the next and probably the last video on the World of Warcraft Shadowlands introduction. Why am I saying this will be the last video? Because we stated in the previous video, that I would be going through Arrival in the Shadowlands next. So this video will be about this next chapter in the introduction campaign. Now, a little, I would call nifty tool is that when you click this when you click this book, you get a summary of what quests you have been through already in the previous chapters. So, at the Frozen Throne, after learning of the abduction of several faction leaders by Sylvanas' forces, you have been summoned to the Frozen Throne to discuss a plan of action with High Lord Bolvar Fordragon. Next we leapt into the Maw. Bolvar has learned that the leaders have been taken to a prison realm in the Shadowlands called the Maw. Accompanied by Darian Mograine and the Ebonblade, your goal was to infiltrate the Maw, locate your allies, and find a way to escape. The descent into the Maw scattered your forces, who were quickly overwhelmed by the Maw-sworn. Only Mograine and a handful of Ebonblade Death Knights remained as you began your search. You discovered Jaina defending an injured thrall against Maw-sworn forces. So, next up, Forlorn Respite. You retreated to a nearby counted their time in the Maw. It appears that they were being tested by a mysterious figure known as the Jailer, with whom Sylvanas has allied. Jaina knew the whereabouts of the others, but was unsure how to escape the Maw. With the aid of Mograine, you captured one of the more ancient hostile souls in hope of it knowing a way to escape the Maw. Next up, the Traumaculum. Jaina and Thrall accompanied you to the Traumaculum, where Anduin was last seen. After evading a confrontation with Sylvanas and defeating the Warden holding Anduin captive, you and your allies returned to Forlorn Respite to check on Mograine's progress interrogating the ancient soul. A possible path. Mograine's interrogation proved fruitful, and the soul revealed a possible exit via an ancient waystone located near a place called Zoval's Cauldron. Mograine and the Ebonblade remained to guard the souls saved from the Traumaculum, awaiting your signal to regroup. Gorgoa, the River of Souls. En route to Zoval's Cauldron, you encountered Helia, who cast you into Gorgoa, the River of Souls. Now she did this because Thrall threw his axe at her. You escaped the soul stream only to witness Bane being thrown off of Zoval's Cauldron by the Jailer. Bane's rescue. Though you rescued Bane from the Maw-sworn forces in Detritus, he was afflicted by its spirit poison that prevented his wounds from healing. You and Thrall sought out the Witherblade used to poison the High Chieftain and destroyed it, restoring Bane's health. Zoval's Cauldron. With the aid of Jaina's invisibility spell, you and your allies snuck past Zoval's Cauldron, witnessing mighty armies being rallied by the Jailer for an unknown purpose. And last but not least, the Waystone. You found the dormant Waystone, which immediately responded to your presence. Sensing this, the Jailer sent the entirety of his forces to prevent your escape. While your allies fought to buy time, the Waystone activated and freed you from the Maw. Though you were narrowly able to escape, your allies were taken by the Jailer. You arrive alone in the mysterious city of Oribos. Okay, so like I said, this area is the area after the Maw. It's called Oribos. Unfortunately, and I do apologize for this, I am unable to reenact the moment where we were frozen in time. But if I'm not mistaken, there was also a big NPC right here in front of me. That's just for skipping these quests, so it holds no interest for these videos right now. So, when you arrive in Oribos after leaving the Maw, the only two NPCs you actually see are these ones. Probably, these guards. But because I logged out after it, I landed up in a non-frozen in time scenario. So, anyway, when you arrive, you speak to this guy. But before I'll do that, I'll try to reenact the conversation by abandoning this quest.
An agent of the Maw is attacking Oribos. Defend the Arbiter!
Hold. The Maw's power does linger upon them, but I sense... No, that cannot be possible. So I'll pick this one up first. Stranger in an even stranger land. You arrive alone at the precipice of a strange city, knowing the leaders of Azeroth remain trapped in the Maw. Wherever you are, it is clearly very, very far from home. It appears your arrival has been noticed. Find your way inside Oribos to learn what is happening. So let's speak to the Protector Captain.
How may I serve?
Who are you, stranger? Where am I? Have I escaped the Maw?
May you find your fate.
We must bring them to the Overseers at once.
Come with us, stranger. That being reeks of the Maw. It must be the purpose. It guides us always. Did they just escape the Maw? Impossible! An intruder? How is that possible? From the Maw? I refuse to believe it.
The
Is our fate
reports
in the...
from our scryers were unmistakable. The Maw shuddered for a moment, as if reacting to some change.
An ill omen, to be certain. What can it mean? Overseers, this stranger appeared at the city's edge. I believe them to be a living mortal.
Another unexpected development. We shall see to their reception.
Okay, so as I was saying, is our faith in the purpose being tested? We must bring them to the Overseers at once. Okay. So we have arrived at the Overseers. Speak to Caldelan.
Every soul has its place.
A mortal in Oribos? The purpose has brought a mortal to us? Are you in charge here? Where am I?
We all have a part to play.
Impossible! There's no more dialogue, by the way.
How may I aid you, mortal?
Could it be an actual mortal being in the Eternal City? The purpose be served.
The Eternal City must endure.
No place for the living. A living mortal. Incredible! Forgive my astonishment. I am Caldelan, an overseer of the Arbiter's attendance here in the Eternal City of Oribos. You stand within the heart of the Shadowlands. While we are accustomed to receiving souls from all manner of worlds within the mortal realm, never before has one arrived that is quite so corporeal. Answer honestly, mortal. Did you truly escape the Maw? The Overseers want to know more about how you escaped the Maw.
Blessed be her voice.
Yes, I escaped the Maw.
Every attendant in Oribos is taught that the Maw is unbreachable. That the malevolent souls within were sealed away for all eternity.
This mortal's escape might mean the prison is weakening. If true, the banished one could...
Cardelen, Kasher, Herbis be praised. At long last, the Arbiter has stirred.
Wondrous news, honored voice. Mere moments ago, there was a disturbance at the boundary of the Maw. Then this mortal appeared, claiming to have broken free of it.
A living mortal? Surely their presence here serves the purpose. If the Arbiter reacted to their arrival, perhaps they are the key to waking her.
Is this mortal worthy of such an audience? They may prove to be an agent of the Jailer.
It is the Arbiter's place to judge souls, Kasher, not ours. I will bring this mortal before her. With her voice have I spoken.
Okay, so I really need to leave.
Blessed be her voice.
Apologies. So I really need to leave the trade channel before I record the next video. Anyway, Talinara.
What news do you bring?
Finally, the purpose may be guiding us again.
Until we speak again.
Audience with the Arbiter. I am Talinara, honored voice of the Arbiter. I speak for she who is ever silent. The Arbiter watches over Oribos. She blesses us with her wisdom. Every mortal soul that enters the Shadowlands passes before her for judgment. In the merest fraction of a moment, she sees every glory, every folly, every joy, every regret. With this knowledge, she chooses an ideal afterlife for that soul. At least, she did. Not long ago, catastrophe struck and... Come, some things are better seen than explained. The voice of the Arbiter wishes you to join them in the Arbiter's chamber.
Your path is chosen.
I will join you. The purpose has sent you. I know it.
All will be judged fairly. I pray the Arbiter will awaken in your presence, mortal.
Okay, she's huge. Wonder if she's... Yeah, she seems taller than the Jailer. Okay, ask about the Arbiter.
Come forth and be judged.
What is this place?
I will consider your words. She is unchanged, ever silent, ever still. When you arrived in Oribos, I saw the Arbiter stir for the first time in many cycles. It gave me hope that she would awaken and resume her blessed purpose. Mere words cannot describe the glory that was. Step forward, that I may show you. For uncounted eons, the Shadowlands was in perfect order. Infinite afterlives, with Oribos, the eternal city, as the shining heart. Every mortal soul came before the Arbiter, and she, ever wise, experienced all that had shaped a soul in life. With this knowledge, she consigned every soul to the afterlife it justly deserved. Until... in that dread moment, our perfect order was shattered. And so it is that every soul, kind and cruel alike, is denied its rightful afterlife, and instead is damned to the inescapable torment of the Maw. Now souls rich with anima travel only to the Maw. We have tried everything to stop it, to awaken our blessed Arbiter, to no avail. Without anima, drought has gripped the Shadowlands. The afterlives have grown isolated. Fear and uncertainty haunt us all. With countless souls feeding the jailer, I fear he may grow strong enough to break free from the maw. It is said he is filled with hatred for the Arbiter. If he strikes her down, it would bring the end of everything the First Ones made. Return to the lower levels. The Overseers will prepare you for what is to come.
Okay, so that's an ill omen indeed. She's not responding to anything. It's like she's dormant or something. And everyone who gets killed is thrown into the maw instead of, you know, getting their rightfully deserved, rightfully earned afterlife. So everyone who dies is getting tormented.
What might your purpose be?
I am ready to return.
Or maybe...
So as of this moment you're not really sure what anima is, because I think it's the first time they mention anima. It will become more clear what anima is in the next videos, but you could, you know, guess at this point that it's some sort of life energy, something, from what we've heard so far. So I'm gonna stick with that explanation for now. Anyway, back to Overseer Cardelen.
The purpose brought you to us.
We may find a shared cause in the purpose. It has sent you to us.
Trust the purpose.
Tether to home. It is disappointing that you are unable to stir the Arbiter, but we must not give up hope. Your continued presence in the Shadowlands may help our cause. Perhaps your efforts would benefit from creating a tether to the mortal plane. The map table in this chamber was put in place long ago by the First Ones, the wise architects of all you see. If you have a memento from your homeworld, place it there. The table's magic can establish a connection. Affix the Helm of Domination fragment to the console.
Fate guides your hand.
Behold.
More outsiders. What have you done, mortal?
Be at ease. I am Bolvar Fordragon. These knights and I are here to help.
The touch of the maw is upon their souls as well. But if they found a way to break free of its influence, perhaps they can aid us.
Can imagine if you see Bolvar for the first time, you kinda get nervous. Okay. High Lord Bolvar Fordragon.
Whatever comes.
Champion, I am relieved you survived that realm of darkness. I am eager to hear the tale.
The chains of the past still bind us.
A doorway through the veil. The Hell Fragment connected us while you were in the maw. As if through a darkened pane of glass, I saw glimpses of what you endured. The terrors you faced. At least the heroes of Azeroth yet live. They must be saved. By affixing the helm here, you gave us a tether to Azeroth that served to bring a few of us across the veil. But you, and other heroes who join us, require a stronger connection. Our acolytes can open portals back. No doubt these attendants will be particular about their placement. Establish portals back to Azeroth.
I fear darker days are to
You
come.
seek to open a doorway back to the realm of the living? Oh dear. Oribos is crowded enough with so many brokers arriving every day.
Now, Karshare, be hospitable. Mortal, I suggest establishing your portals where you first arrived, just outside the city.
As you wish. Champion, please confirm where our acolytes should open the portals.
Jesus, these attendants talk slowly. Greetings. Lord Bolvar asked us to aid you. Let's head outside.
Suffer well!
Damn, these guys run slowly as well. Come, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay, so this is where we first arrived. Here we are. Establish portals back to Azeroth.
You need something?
Summon the portals here.
Ashes to ashes!
I have opened countless portals in my lifetime, but never one that connected two planes of reality.
I thought death was the end of existence. Here, it seems, death is a power that offers new beginnings.
Okay, so a Horde portal and a Alliance portal. Okay, return to the Overseers. Taking a right again. Blink once, blink twice. Okay, then Overseer Kasher.
I have been instructed to assist you.
Your path and the purpose are now entwining.
Blessed be her voice.
The Eternal City. You should become familiar with the Eternal City and how best to navigate it. We, the attendants, serve Oribos as its caretakers. Everything you see here is done in service to the purpose. In this time of chaos and drought, we must adapt our perspective. It seems we are able to serve the purpose in a new way. You mortals are not the only visitors here. Others have come as well. Like you, the brokers are not of Oribos. They are congenial and willing to aid you, usually for a price. Toward the Eternal City of Oribos.
The Eternal City must be protected.
Okay then. Let's head this way. Just gonna follow the waypoints. This one is closest right now. So I'm gonna take that one first. Here we are. Visit the Hall of Shapes.
I live to serve, more workmen.
Welcome, stranger. We are at your service. What is available here? This is where we established an artisan's hall. For your benefit, of course. We brokers travel extensively and learn from the denizens from every realm we visit. This allows us to cater our offerings to the needs of our clientele. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Our members have endeavored to master the various professions in which your kind seem to place value. You will find them eager to aid you in your development as an artisan. Okay, so this is
Always a pleasure.
where you can pick up your professions. This long hall right here. I'm gonna do that off screen. I'm gonna pick them out right now. Okay, next one. Visit the Hall of Holding. we are. This is a caretaker again. Or an attendant from Oribos.
What do you seek?
This area provides you access to services relating to your material possessions. We are relatively new to such concepts, so the brokers have kindly offered to facilitate these services for you. What is this Hall of Holding? Here you will find that the brokers have established a means for you to access your personal belongings. What was the word they used? A bank, I believe? I will admit that the concept of possession is alien to us, but the brokers have always maintained that they are experts on such things.
May the purpose guide you.
Okay, next up will be visit the Innkeeper.
Tell me what you need, my friend.
This is another broker. So these are brokers, these weird creatures who seem to have, what would you call it, a plaque or whatever it's called in English as a head. Then an ember. Very weird. Anyway, so those are brokers. Welcome, Mawwalker. Please avail yourself to our amenities. Or, as our gracious host might say, may the purpose be your way. Thank you for the kind welcome to your inn. There we go.
On.
Next one. Next one will be visit the Hall of Curiosities. I actually forgot one, but doesn't matter.
It would be my pleasure to help you.
Welcome to our bazaar, my friend. We are here to serve. What is this bazaar? Here we have some of the more exotic offerings you may seek. My colleagues and I specialize in sourcing exotic beasts and stabling them. You'll also find that we have access to what you know as void storage, as well as the ability to use your transmogrification magics. Lastly, my friend Ta Visage, again I hope I pronounced that correctly, so my friend over there can aid you in altering your appearance. May as well look good while you are saving the multiverse, no?
Please, do see me again.
Okay, and last but not least we'll speak to the Fate Scribe. So, actually run past the Innkeeper for that. And here we have the Fate Scribe. Like I said, I kind of skipped him. It's not a big deal. Okay.
The purpose reveals our way.
Welcome, mortal. May you find your way in the purpose. So, like I said, at the ending of the last video, there was a tall individual right in front of us. So that was actually this one. So this one allows you to skip these quests, but I'm not going to do that. So that will be this option. Like I said, we're going to skip that. We're going to skip the skip, so I'm not going to do that. What is this place? This is a touchstone for spirits that have become untethered. Fate Scribe seems to ponder you for a moment. I sense the touch of a great power upon you. Despite facing the end of your existence time and again, this force has kept you anchored to the mortal plane. Perhaps devices like this one will keep you anchored to the Shadowlands, should an ill fate befall you. The purpose will decide. The purpose is our way. So that's the device he was talking about. Okay. Return to the Enclave. Enclave. Potato. So back to the Overseers.
And when she sundered the helm, the sky above the citadel shattered. The spire of an immense tower appeared beyond the veil.
If the Maul's influence bleeds into your realm, the balance between life and death will be broken. All you hold dear will be consumed in darkness.
Thought there were more. Okay, no more dialogue, I guess. So that was quite a delay between Bolvar's message and Talinara's.
The Arbiter sees all things.
We hope you are comfortable here. Consider these ancient facilities to be at your disposal.
We all have a part to play.
So back to Bolvar Fort Dragon.
There is much to be done.
Indeed, there is much to be done. Understanding the Shadowlands. As I sat upon the frozen throne all those years, I could peer into the Shadowlands. Brief glimpses, clouded and uncertain. Sights both wondrous and terrible. We must work together to make sense of what has happened, to prevent the Maw from consuming all of reality. Whatever Sylvanas and the Jailer want, we must stop them. But we cannot do so alone. Perhaps Talinara can put us on the path to find answers. Speak to Talinara.
The balance must be restored.
Trust in the purpose.
Can you help us find answers?
Until we speak again. How did these allies from your world become trapped in the Maw?
Sylvanas Windrunner sent her agents to abduct them. Dark, winged beings who caught them in chains and dragged them through the shattered sky.
The winged Kyrian of Bastion ferry souls from the mortal realm into the Shadowlands, but not with chains. And they are noble, untainted by the Maw.
True, but it would seem this is the only clue our mortal friend has to follow. It falls to us to open the way for them.
Overseer Kasher, take this mortal to the Ring of Transference. Use our anima reserves to open a pathway to Bastion.
But, honored voice, we have so little anima in our reserves. Surely we should be more...
See it done, Kasher. With her voice have I spoken.
Speak to Kasher.
The Arbiter watches over all.
Let us begin to align your path to the purpose. Do you think you can manage that? I will go with you.
Come, mortal. I will show you the way.
The honored voice has spoken. I will guide you to the Ring of Transference, mortal.
Trust the purpose.
Okay. Feel free to activate your turbo. Step on it. Come on. Okay.
Here, mortal. This teleporter will convey you to the Ring of Transference.
Okay then. Speak with Overseer Kasher on the Ring of Transference.
You are welcome in Oribos.
Your path and that of the purpose are becoming one. So, as a little heads up.
Please keep our corridors tidy.
Okay, so you can see here that arrival in the Shadowlands has not been ticked off yet, but there's no extra summary, and when we complete the next quest, so I'm gonna kind of spoil it, but the next quest will be the last one, but this will immediately disappear, so I'm not gonna be able to show that to you, unfortunately. Okay, so
What
next
do you
quest,
seek, mortal?
which will be the last one for this video or for the chapter. The path to Bastion. Within the Arbiter's chamber are gateways to the infinite realms of the Shadowlands. As each soul was judged, a gateway would open to the appropriate afterlife. Since the incident, all gateways have remained closed, dormant. We dare not use the Arbiter's sacred chamber for so mundane a purpose as travel. But here in the upper ring of the city, gateways can be configured for your needs. Before us stands the means to activate a gateway. Together, we can channel the anima to power it. Open the gateway to Bastion.
Fate guides us. We have precious little anima to spare. But the honored voice has blessed your mission, so we will use what we have. We will call down one of the soul conduits for use as a gateway to Bastion. These paths have been dormant for some time. Your arrival will be unexpected.
Roger that, Overseer. Welcome, Kasher. Is it true? Are we to open the gate again? Okay, so just gonna unlock that flight path. Okay then. So activate the gateway to Bastion with this ancient focus. Okay, so that was quite awesome.
The purpose must be followed.
Purpose be praised. Your path becomes clearer.
Blessed be her voice.
Okay, so like I mentioned, the last campaign has disappeared and our next campaign has opened up. So Bastion is the next zone we'll be going to, but that will be for next videos. Okay, so that was the end of the introduction into the Shadowlands. So thank you for watching, and well, I'm not sure if I have to summarize this, but so we kind of arrived in Oribos and everyone was surprised to see a living mortal in an ancient city in the afterlife. So we were brought before the overseers, who were skeptical, but they, how would I call this? Worship something called the purpose. They believe that we were brought before them as part of the purpose. They see it as a means to perhaps end the chaos that has transpired. In the cutscene we also saw that the Arbiter, who is responsible for delivering everyone to, or judging every soul that comes before her to a rightful afterlife, that she had become corrupted. No idea what actually hit her, but we saw a reddish beam being cast upon her, like some sort of airstrike. And ever since that happened, there has been some sort of drought. And there has been a flow of souls. Actually, to correct that, every single soul who arrives in the afterlife gets sent into the Maw, place of torment, place of horror. It's the first zone we entered when we entered the Shadowlands. So we concluded with a tour of the city, and a direction for our next path, or our next endeavor, whatever you want to call it. So with that, I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next videos. See ya!